So many people try to live out the Great Commission just as we are called to do. Matthew 28:19-20 says this, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and in the name of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you, and behold, I am with you always to the end of the age." Make disciples of all nations. You see, people read that and they feel the need to go halfway across the world. And some people are called to do so and they make a great impact for the kingdom. But I'm here to say that when some people read this, I feel like oftentimes something gets overlooked. You see, make disciples of all nations, that statement, the very community that we live in is included in that statement. Madison, Wisconsin is included in all nations. And when we read make disciples, we oftentimes think of the adults that followed around Jesus Christ, and we oftentimes overlook youth and young people. But I'm here to say, why not get involved in a person's life when they are young? Unfortunately, some of us know people that are addicted to drugs and strung out and just have fallen away from the Lord. And we also know people that have obeyed their calling from the Lord from a young age, and they're on fire and they have a successful ministry. And I ask the same question for both of those people. Why not get involved in a person's life when they are young? Because it will affect and influence their future. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall. Why? Because he had a firm foundation. When people are young, they are building their foundation for the rest of their life. So why not get involved and have them focus building their foundation on Christ? Luma Generation is a 24/7, 365 ministry movement. It's not just a 2-hour service on Sunday nights. And so there are so many things we do during the week. We meet with the students and we influence them, and we have these different discipling meetings, and we meet with different faculties and staff of the schools and community centers to get involved in this community and influence and change the youth of this generation. We do things all day, every day, really, involved in prayer and all sorts of things in this ministry. And so if you are available at all, we encourage you to get involved. It's not just a 2-hour service on Sunday nights. As a youth pastor, the worst part about this job is hearing the voice of the devil in my head criticizing the ministry and nitpicking it and telling me why it's not successful. But you want to know the best part about this job? I get to see and witness the Lord calling the enemy's bluff. I get to see and witness a student praising the Lord and overfilled with joy. I get to see and witness a student getting prayed for and their leg growing out. That happens at our services. I get to see a student not believe in speaking in tongues and asking what it is, and then receive their spiritual language that very night. That is the best part about this job. We're encouraging you here at Luma Generation to get involved no matter what your schedule looks like, and take your place in the Great Commission and affect this generation. It is a serious thing, and so we're looking to committed volunteers who want to take this seriously, because we know that the Lord does. And at the same time, if you're looking to have fun and play laser tag and mini golf with some youth while the Lord is involved, this is the place for you. Trust me.